When it's a sunny spring day down in Southern California without a cloud in the sky, but all you hear is the sound of thunder, that's when you know the IndyCar Grand Prix of Long Beach has come to town. An 85-lap race around a 1.97-mile circuit through the city streets of downtown Long Beach, the Grand Prix is the premier auto racing event in Southern California. Race fans from around the world make the spring pilgrimage to Long Beach every April. They come from different countries and backgrounds, and in all shapes and sizes, but are united by one common interest. They all love the sound of thunder. The race weekend begins on Friday with practice. This gives the drivers and their crews a chance to tune their cars and acquaint themselves with the track. People in white lining the track are race officials, there to ensure the safety of the drivers. If there's a crash or debris on the track, race officials will wave the yellow caution flag to notify drivers to slow down until the situation has been resolved. After a long day of practice and car work, drivers and crew make their way back to the paddocks, ending the first day of race week. Saturday festivities get underway with IndyCar qualifying. Qualifying determines the starting order for the race. The car with the fastest lap time starts first, while the car with the slowest time starts last. Should something happen to a driver's car, forcing them to use a backup one, they would then have to forfeit their spot and start at the back of the field. This year, hometown hero Alexander Rossi is vying to win back-to-back Long Beach Grand Prix. He's given himself a fighting chance, too, as Rossi lays down the fastest lap time in qualifying to claim pole position. The day wraps up with an IMSA Sports Car Championship race. 3 different classes of cars, Prototype, GT Lima, and GT Daytona, compete in a 2-hour timed race. Sports cars are unique from Indy cars in that they contain fully enclosed cockpits and utilize the talents of multiple drivers during a race, making it a truly team-oriented competition. This year, Team Mustang Sampling, racing Cadillac engines, takes the checkered flag, while former IndyCar driver Helio Castroneves and former NASCAR driver Juan Pablo Montoya finish second and third, respectively. And so another day ends in Long Beach as IndyCar teams anxiously await tomorrow's main event. Race day. The crowds arrive early to experience the festivities around scenic Shoreline Drive. Crews put in some last-minute work on their cars as drivers go through the glitz and glamour of pre-race ceremonies. This year's Grand Marshal is Chargers head coach Anthony Lynn, who gets to say the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engine!
The drivers complete a few warm-up laps behind a pace car, which soon peels off into pit road as the crowd rises to their feet. The green flag appears as drivers drop the hammer. Alexander Rossi leads the field down the front stretch, approaching 200 miles per hour. start, dominating the first half of the race and jumping out to an 11-second lead. But it's a battle for a top 5 finish behind him, as points for this season's Drivers' Championship are on the line. And not a single driver wants to leave Long Beach without something to show for all their hard work. The race approaches its conclusion, Alexander Rossi leads the field past the white flag. Just one lap to go. But for Rossi, that's a good thing, because it means nobody can catch him. As he takes the final hairpin, Rossi slams down on the accelerator and takes the checkered flag for the 2019 Long Beach Grand Prix. After the conclusion of the race, the drivers bring the cars into the pits, which the crews then break down and load into trailers that will transport them across the country for the next race of the season. And so the circus leaves town just as quickly as it came. One might never even know it was here in the first place. Well, at least not until next year, when the drivers, cars, and race fans return for another Grand Prix of Long Beach.